I am here at the Washington State Palace, the Washington State Capitol building, in respectful opposition to the signing of the income tax by Governor Bob Ferguson this morning at 10 a.m. The most unpopular bill in Washington State history. Over 100,000 people signed in against it in the legislative process. They stacked the testimonies. They produced so much political theater to make it look like it's a popular bill. They've been gaslighting people left and right to make them think that this is actually good for the state. Really what it is massive mismanagement of funds, and I'm here to respectfully be in opposition to that and to say quite a few prayers for our state. We will see what happens. All right, I'm outside this, I believe it's the governor's ballroom here, and we are getting ready to see Governor Ferguson come in and sign. Outside the ballroom here, there are a lot of people holding signs that are for this. Don't believe the propaganda. This is political theater. These are all the union people. These are all the special interest groups that are holding these millionaires tax for kids signs. So don't believe the propaganda that you see on the media. Okay? Don't believe it. So we that were in opposition to the income tax bill, we were first in line right outside the ballroom door. They pushed us back, and now they're holding the opposition up right here and letting all the people that are for it in first. Okay, this is political theater, propaganda at its finest. Watching it unfold right here in Olympia. Absolute theater, absolute authoritarianism in Washington State. If you oppose it, you're not allowed in. But if you do oppose it, if you're a union person, you can absolutely go in. They're flooding it in. They're flooding this room. Okay, this is theater. Do not fall for it. I'm telling you, we've been trying to get in that door for the past 20 minutes. We were the first in line to get in there, and we are taxpayers, and we're not allowed in. This is absolute authoritarian tyranny that's happening here in Washington State. It is unacceptable. It is absolutely, it's awful what's happening here in Washington State. I've never seen anything so terrible in all my life. I'm shaken. I'm so upset. I'm telling you, don't fall for what happens on the TV. Don't fall for this. This is the most unpopular bill in Washington State history. Because we oppose it, we're not allowed in. They're silencing dissidents, okay? This is the first step to socialism, and then the next step is communism. They're not letting certain media in. They don't want anybody who's in opposition in that room. I don't have the words. Look at all the people. There's hundreds of people in there, all wearing their bright yellow shirts, all with their signs. What's happening on the TV is an absolute lie. Do not fall for it. Look at that theater.
So you want?
It's orchestrated.
So we just got a couple more.
Organized. Tim Iman's holding the line. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Yeah.
Oh wait, wrong strike.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
That's the only speech that's
I
determine how many people are in there per capacity that fire code has established. They are still invited guests that have not been let in. That were invited. Were you invited? This space? You did not. So I need you to take a step back. Including the private offices. This is a privately booked space. The Columbia Room can be privately booked for a wedding. Can you walk into somebody's wedding because it's in a government building even though they pay to use it? This is not a public park, sir. This is a building with limitations on.
All right, I'm just walking out of the Capitol building. You probably saw a lot of different reels. I tried to throw it live. I tried to get as much video footage out as I could so that you all could see what was taking place. There was 5 people that were there in opposition, and we were in the front of the line. They pushed us back, and then they blocked the opposition so they couldn't get into the room, and they were letting everybody in. Anybody who was for it, they were letting in. What you're seeing on the TV is absolute theater. I'm going to put together a video of all the footage that I have. They wouldn't, of course, they wouldn't let Brandy or anybody else in there. They just propaganda media. That's what's taking place. I've never seen authoritarianism and tyranny up that close. Nobody wants the income tax. Nobody. It's all actors. It's all theater that was taking place here in this building. I'm not sure how we defeat it. I've never seen such a despicable display of just absolute disregard for the taxpayer, disregard for the people. Tim Eyman stood strong. He held the line. A couple of our guys were able to sneak in. I can't sneak in so easy because I'm a big dude, but we need to pray for Washington. That's what's up. We need to pray for Washington. We are not a democracy. We are not a republic. This is an absolute socialist authoritarian regime that is ruling here in Washington state, and I saw it firsthand. I got to go to work now, but pray for Washington. And if we're going to see any kind of change here in Washington state, conservatives are going to have to start showing up, and conservatives are going to have to start getting a little bit of fight in them, because we're going to be communists real soon. That place it's not the people's house. That place is a palace. That place is a place of a regime. Don't believe what you see on TV. It's all theater, all of it. Spread the word. So my final thoughts on today's events up at the Capitol. What I realize is a few things. Number one is so my final thoughts on what took place at the Capitol with the signing of the Millionaire's tax. What I realized is Olympia thrives on theater. The current administration thrives on theater. However, we as conservatives are always complaining that they're cheating in elections. Now, while that may be true, that cannot be an excuse. The reason why they win all the elections is because they show up. There was probably 400 people that were pro the Millionaire's tax. Whether they were getting paid or not is irrelevant. They showed up. Here, conservatives in Washington don't show up. They're taxing a millionaire tax. So many people were against it, and only 5 people showed up in opposition. 5. So what does that tell you about our willingness to engage in the fight? And yeah, this is kind of a conviction on us. We have got to engage and be passionate about what we believe in. We have got to vote. We have got to show up. We have got to get some fight in us. All right? They are I just don't have the words to say. But we have got to start doing things differently. And we have got to understand that we have got to put some effort and skin in the game. Because what do? We just leave the state. We don't fight for our home. We're not willing to fight. We're not willing to get our hands dirty. We've got to change some things as conservatives in Washington.